Okay, so I want to do this quick video just to mention something, okay? Um, so late last night, okay, late last night I was flicking through my television channels, my Sky television channels, and I came across a channel called E4, E4, and there was a show on, a failing show, by the way, that nobody watches, and it was called Google, no, not Googlebox, Gogglebox. It may be run by Google, I don't know. Okay, but it was called Gogglebox, and I think it was the UK version because by their accents and stuff like that. But basically, Gogglebox, for those of you who are not familiar, is basically a bunch of losers sitting around watching TV being recorded on camera. Okay, and they were they were showing all these different families, okay, for the brief couple of seconds that I was watching it. They were showing all these families um, gathering around watching the television, and they were watching um, some news report or something of Donald Trump, the president, Donald Trump, I should say, the president of the United States, doing a speech, and in the speech, he was talking about election fraud and the corruption that's gone on and stuff like that during the elections this year. And, they were all giving their reactions, all these losers, these families. And, they must be paid off by E4 or something to say all this stuff. I don't know. I'm guessing they are. But basically, um, there was one shot of a family, and the father, I believe, in the family, he was saying to the rest of his family, "It's hard to believe it, isn't it? The president of the United States is a sore loser. Ooh, he's a sore loser. He can't handle losing." Think about those words now. The president, the president of the United States is a sore loser. He's the president, but he's a sore loser, right? So basically, you're saying he lost the election and he's a sore loser, but he's still the president. If he lost, wouldn't that make him not the president anymore? So it's good to know that you're still supporting me. It's good to know you're still supporting me, a clown. Um, Morons, people. I tell you, these people are morons. They're so uneducated. It's unbelievable. They show how uneducated they really are. These clowns. And then there was these two other clowns, these two other dumb bimbos, is all I could call them. Well, there was one bimbo, she was blonde, and there was one brunette. And there were these young ones, probably in their early 20s, mid 20s maybe. And they were watching it as well. And um, they were watching a march the day after Trump's speech. And as you know, this show, by the way, Gogglebox, as you know, it's all edited, and there's little snippets put together, and they take Donald Trump completely out of context and what he said, like a lot of the fake news does out there too, by the way. They take him out of context and things he says and stuff like that, and they selectively edit the parts they want to put out there. So they selectively edit the parts they want to show you, the people, and it's ridiculous. And you got these morons then who are on Gogglebox and being paid off by Gogglebox, I've no doubt about that, and to say horrible things, you know, and to say stupid things. But these two girls then were watching a march um, the day after Trump spoke, and they were basically saying, oh yeah, there was like meant to be a Trump supporter or something had punched uh, an anti-Trump guy on the streets, okay? And the blonde one says to her friend, her sister, whatever, I don't know. I don't watch that crap, Gogglebox, really. But she said to her friend, you know, you understand though, Donald Trump is responsible for all this violence too, by the way. Where the hell did you get that idea from, you clown? I mean, the Liberals are responsible for the violence. The Democrats are responsible for the violence. People like Joe Biden, people like Kamala Harris, people like, you know, these dumb Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, all these people are responsible for the violence on the streets, not Trump supporters, not Donald Trump, okay? And she said, Donald Trump has trained these people to be violent. Donald Trump has trained these people to be violent. And that's probably I think that's the moment I actually switched it off, to be honest, because I had enough. I had enough listening to the lies and the hatred being spewed out, and knowing that these people, these morons, they can't be that stupid. Come on. Can they? Is there really stupid people out there? And by the way, they showed the part where the Trump supporter punched this guy into the face, right, on the street. But the part they didn't show was why he punched the guy in the face. Was it probably because the guy wound him up and pissed him the fuck off? Okay? Is that what you're scared to show? The truth? So, it's ridiculous. These people watching Gogglebox, watching the television, they're so uneducated. Okay? I never thought I could come across such a bunch of dumb people in all my fucking life. In all my fucking life, and sorry for the cursing, by the way, but I'm angry about this. I never thought I could come across such stupid people in all my life. These people seriously need to go away and follow Trump on Twitter, follow him on Facebook, follow the White House press secretary on Twitter and Facebook, follow his legal team, Trump's legal team, follow people like Newsmax, Right Side Broadcasting, follow all these different people, okay? And you might actually be surprised that you might actually go away and fucking learn something.